কি হলো?
2 রান।
দাঁড়াও ইনপুট দিয়ে নাও।
লাইভ শুরু হয়ে গেছে। লাইভ শুরু হয়েছে।
Welcome to our live broadcasting of the final match between Team Chemistry and Team English in the Interdiscipline Cricket Tournament 2026. We have Chemistry has won. Team English has won the toss and choose to bat first. So far, Team English has scored 9 runs from one over 4 balls. At the expense of 1 wicket, Kyle Jamil on the ball. Kyle Jamil on the ball. The ball was a small edge and it came back to the fielder. The fielder put a valiant effort to set the ball from into boundary. 2 runs on the board. 1 run on the board. 1 over 5 balls have passed. 10 runs at the expense of 1 wicket. Last ball of the over.
যদি পারে একটু কষ্ট হবে আমাদের কমিউনিটি তো আগে বিশ্বকাপ হতে মাঝে মধ্যে একটু পানি
আজকে 20 ওভার একা কমপ্লিট করতে পারবি? রাইট, তাহলে অভিতে আমাদেরটাই পাবো, বুঝছিস?
Trying to get to, but the fielder was fast and he sent the ball to the bowling side and finished the over with 1 run. At the end of the second over, Team English 11 runs at the expense of 2 wickets.
আচ্ছা, সেইগুলো আছে।
We have seen from the previous matches that Team Chemistry want to bowl tight in the power plays and want to let Team English score as less run as they can because power play is crucial. Petos is back on the attack. They have taken 1 wicket in the previous over. Let's see what we have.
Sure.
Team English will also want to score as much as they can in the power play, and batting is their strong side, and so they have chosen to bat. First ball started with a dot.
ভলিউম শুনে কথা
Strength of Feddos is line length, and he will try to maintain those line lengths to pile up some pressure on Team English. Second ball of the over. Ball in same length and straight to the fielder. Kyle Jamil was in position. Another dot. Dot was put pressure and this power play Team English want to hit as much boundary as they can.
আরেকটু জোরে কথা বলবো।
The ball was pushed through the gap and it went straight to the boundary. 4 runs from the bat of
Ronald.
4 runs from the bat of Ronald. Nice shot, found the gap and put the ball to the boundary. 4 runs on the board. After 2 consecutive dots, the boundary will ease some pressure on Team English. They have a lot of pressure, I must say. 2 over 3 balls have passed to 15 runs, 1 wicket. Nice communication from the batsman. Quick 1 run. And this 1 run will add up to their total runs. After the 4, Chemistry will be under some pressure after the dot. After 2 dots, they have after 2 dots they gave a 4, and the fielder was not as fast. The fielder was not in position. English put the ball to the gaps. 4th ball of the over. 5th ball of the over. The ball went straight to the fielder, but the batsmen were faster than the fielder. Trying to get to for the misfielding, but wasn't able to get that. 1 run on the board. Ronald is back on the strike again. Final ball of the over from Feddos. Nice ball. Ronald gave a dot and Vettel finished over with dot. At the end of 3 overs, it's 17 runs. The run rate is nice for power play. They're uh, getting runs on the board at the rate of almost 6. And you want to maintain this run rate because we have seen from the previous matches that in this field 130, 140 is a big chase. 140 is a big run to chase. Oh, good.
Hey, bhai.
And Team Chemistry will be really happy if they stop English from scoring 130 because in the first semi-final match, in the first semi-final match, Team Chemistry has chased 126 easily. There were some misfills. The feeling was not very good from the both sides, and Team Chemistry will want to elevate their feeling in this match. Because this is final, you cannot afford to make any mistakes. Team English was also little in their bowling against Bangla. They took 3 wickets, 0 runs.
ফুটবলে ইংলিশ নাম তো আর্কিটেকচারের সাথে কম্পিটিশন করছে যে কারা কয় গোল খাইতে পারে
Tariq Jamil is back on the attack. He had a hat-trick in the quarter-final match against the team Pharmacy. Next one.
বিজল ভাই ওই জল ভাই
Maybe.
অনুপের কথা তো জীবনে বলবো না
এইখানেও আছে এইখানে স্ট্রাইকার উপরে
ওই যে টেস্ট পড়ে আছে
First ball, nicely bowled. They're blocking the block hole and it's only a dot. Start over with the dot and Tariq Jamil want to maintain the tight bowling in this over. On the other hand, Mehdi will want to hit some big boundaries. Big shot to catch the ball, but Tokir was not in position and couldn't reach the ball in time. The ball landed in no man's land, but a dot. Tariq Jamil doesn't have much variation, but his strength is his line and length. And we are seeing that maintaining the line length will also help the team chemistry to
প্যাটার্ন আছে না
1 run. The batsman thought it would be a wide, but it was not, and the keeper controlled the ball in his hand. In the semi-final match, the in the second semi-final match, the Tajmir, the captain of Team Chemistry, didn't show a good performance with his wicket keeping. Against catches, he faced some loose balls and does Team Chemistry scored some runs more. In today's match, the ball went high. Big shot to catch, and Mehdi has got out. Firdaus has taken the catch. Nice running catch from Firdaus. He calculated the trajectory of the ball, and the ball went straight to the hand. Mehdi departs. Ronak departs. Sorry. Ronak departs.
কটকে ধরছে জানো
Mehdi. Ball went high. Big shot. And Mehdi has got out. Firdaus has taken the catch. Nice running catch from Firdaus. Chemistry will want to maintain their fielding at the same level. The first over we saw some issues from Team Chemistry, but they are maintaining their tight fielding, and they will want to take as many catches, as many nice catches as they can, because there is small chance matters in this final match. If you want to win the match, you want to take as many chances as you can.
নতুন ব্যাটসম্যান কে? নতুন ব্যাটসম্যান কে?
Then in the fourth over, it's 18 runs for Team English at the expense of 2 wickets. Team English will want a big partnership from their two batsmen, Alamin and Mehdi.
বোলারের নাম বলো।
Firoz.
ফিরোজ, আচ্ছা।
Firoz is back on the attack. We have seen from the previous matches his tight bowling helps chemistry to maintain a low target, and Firoz is statistically chemistry's best bowler in this tournament. He can bowl in the power play, he can bowl in the middle overs, he can bowl in the death, and overall all-rounder.
কাজী,
Started with a bad ball. Firoz started his water with a bad ball, and Team English hit a four straight up.
অলরেডি কিন্তু ক্যামেরা স্টাইলের একটা
Nice four from Mahdi. A nice four from Mahdi, and they ball went to the boundary. The fielder controlled the ball. He was going to maintain his tight turning length as he did in his previous matches. Nice ball. The ball went to the height of his shoulders and pushed offside, and a dot for Team Chemistry. Team English at the end of fourth over, 4 over 2 balls, 22 runs at the expense of 2 wickets. They are maintaining quite a satisfactory run rate, but this run rate I think it will not be enough to stop Team Chemistry, and Team English want to have some more boundaries. A dot ball, a free run on the board of Team English. A white ball and a free run on the board of Team Chemistry.
তুমি একটু পরে ভুল হলে ভুল শুধরানো পেইন ভুল শুধরানো
Another nice ball. A nice swing of the bat, but the batsman couldn't connect the bat and ball. Third ball was a dot. It's 23 at the expense of 2 wickets. Fourth ball from Firoz. He wanted to take some early wickets, and Team English will want to hit some boundaries. Slow throw from the fielder on the position. But quick running between the communication and quick running between the wickets, and Team English will get 1 run. Fielder was in position, and the ball went straight to the fielder. Quick fielding, quick throwing, and Team English will get a dot. Thomas on the 5th ball, and last ball to go. Let's see how Firoz is going to finish the over. Alamin on strike. A big shout for LBW, but the umpire didn't respond. And a quick running from Team English. A leg by, and finished over with a single. At the end of 5th over, Team English 25 runs at the expense of 2 wickets.
এটা হচ্ছে সাইড ডান্সটা হচ্ছে এই অবস্থাটা এই করে একটা তোমরা দুজন মিলে যদি শেয়ার করতে পারো তাহলে ভালো। আমার সাথে লাগছে না।
ছেলেটা কভারে নিয়ে নতুন বোলার কে? নতুন বোলার জার্সি জানো? জনি না রনি?
Ronnie is on the attack at the last over of the power play. Team English has scored 25 runs so far and they have lost 2 wickets. Spinner on the attack. Will Team English change their approach, or will they maintain the same run rate? We'll have to see. Ronnie has maintained a nice bowling story in this tournament. Try to swing the bat, it would have been a nice run, but the batsman couldn't communicate and they started the over with a dot. Alamin is taking a defensive approach, and you shouldn't take you should take risk because if you want to hit score big, you want to make some big shots. Another nice swing, but the fielder was in position. Nice aggressive fielding from Team Chemistry. Another dot ball, 2 consecutive dots in this over. Another nice ball. He's making the batsman to play some big shots, but the batsman isn't still able to connect the ball quite nicely to take an advantage of that. And 3 consecutive dots. And finally connected the ball with the bat, and the ball will go to the boundary. A 4 from Alamin. Nice shot through the gap. Nice shot through offside. And it will be a boundary. 4 runs on the board for Team English. 5 over 4 balls, 29 runs at the expense of 2 wickets. Fifth ball of the over. And tried to hit again, but this time the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Another dot ball. So far 4 runs have come from this over. Mahdi tried to hit the ball again to the offside, but this time the ball went straight to Meraz, and they will finish the over with a dot. At the end of the power play, Team English 29 runs at the expense of 2 wickets. I think the run rate is quite satisfactory, and Team Chemistry will want to hold the Team English to lower run rate, because at the final over you will have some pressure on your nerves, and if the pressure gets to you, you will collapse easily. At the end of the power play, Team English 29 runs at the expense of 2 wickets.
নতুন বোলার কে বলি আমি? কি?
আবার তোকে যাবো ওখানে তাও ওঠে
Three 39039 120. Team Chemistry will continue to attack with the spinner. Azizul is on the strike, and Azizul is on the ball, and Mehdi is on the bat. Team Chemistry hasn't still brought Meraz on the attack. Are they still fighting from the semi-final match, because URP hit the ball quite nicely from Meraz, and let's see from the first ball of the Aziz. He gave us nice slide, the ball went slowly, and a small push on the front, and they will get a dot. Started his bowling quarter nicely, Aziz will try to maintain a low run rate, and if it is possible, he will want to take one or two more wickets.
লিঙ্কটা এখানে কমেন্ট করা দরকার ছিল আর আমি দিচ্ছি এক রান
Shout for run out, but the fielder was slow, I guess, and Team English took quick 1 run. Alamin is back on the strike. I don't think it was a run out, and the umpire also didn't respond to the call. Nice sunny day, nice atmosphere to play this final match. A lot of supporters on the gallery. Both sides are trying to cheer their team up. Missed on the first time, but he took the catch on the second attempt. Nice catch from the fielder. Aziz took a wicket. As we are saying, Aziz will try to take 1 or 2 more wickets. 1 or 2 wickets if it is possible. And while we're talking, Aziz will took the wicket.
ফিল্ডার কে জানো সেবারটা
Missed on the first time, but he took the catch on the second attempt. Nice catch from the fielder.
লিঙ্কটা কাজ করে না জানো দেখো তো কমেন্ট
ফেসবুক লিংক শেয়ার
The fielder was aware. He controlled the ball the first time, but his eyes were on the ball and he took the catch on the second attempt. Nice catch.
কিন্তু আমার এখানে
নতুন ভার্সন কি
লিংক নিয়ে তো কাল রাত্রে পোস্ট দিয়েছে
নতুন ভার্সন কি দেখো তো
নতুন আসলে
Ryan has come to the pitch. Team English will want to make some big partnerships because if they keep losing wickets this quickly, they will collapse at a very low run, and big responsibility on the shoulder of the batsman to score big and maintain big partnerships. The batsman thought the ball will be wide, but the ball was not wide and it went straight to the fielder. He wasn't paying attention to the call of the non-strike batsman and they had another dot. Quick fielding from the fielder on the offside, and they will get only 1 run. It was possible to take 2 runs, but Team English was unsuccessful. Mehdi is back on the strike. Last ball of the over from Azizul. Let's see what he has in store. A quite soft push, and the ball went straight to the bowler and finished over with a dot ball. At the end of 7th over, it's 31 run by losing 3 wickets. Maybe the opener is still on the pitch. Mehdi has scored 15 runs from 19 balls, and new batsman Raihan, he has given 1 dot and scored 1 runs. 2 runs from 1 balls. They have the big responsibility to score a big partnership. Mehraj is on the ball. We were thinking in the previous sentence that he gives big flights. This big flights still is a big problem for the opposing batsman to hit some big shots.
এইটা বেশি ডিসপ্লেটা বেশি
Mayers on the run up and a small defensive soft push to the fielder and started over with another dot. I think some pressure is piling up on the both batsmen of Team English, and they're trying to hit some big shots, but they are still unsuccessful. The batsman was fooled this time. The ball went a much higher height and it went straight to the wicketkeeper. I think there are some cracks on the pitch and Mehrad is taking the advantage of those cracks. Ryan still wants to hit some big shots. So he is trying to find the gap, but couldn't connect the bat and ball quite nicely. And this time, it was another dot ball. 3 consecutive dots in this over. 7 over 3 balls, so 31 runs. Made still the highest run scorer for Team English. He has scored 15. Another dot, the fielder Tariq Jamil was very fast and he reached the ball and he sent the ball to the wicketkeeper. Another dot, 4 consecutive dots in this over. Still wants to make some big shots. He is trying to find the gap. It's quite nicely. This time the batsman was successful to push the ball to the gap, but the ball stopped before the boundary. 2 quick runs from Team English. Last ball of the over. They have gotten 2 runs in this over so far. 2 runs from the 5 balls of this over. Pressure is piling up on Team English and they want to score big, but they are still not successful. But it was a white ball, a free run on the board for Team English. Another 5 balls, 34 runs, and 1 last ball to go. Again, try to hit big, but the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. No connection. Sorry, it was a white ball. This man moved to slightly a bit, but the umpire didn't take that into action. Another free run on the board. 4 runs so far in this over. Instead, will not want to give the extra runs from wides and no balls. And big shout for Abu Dhabi on the first ball, on the last ball of the over, but the umpire wasn't quite serious about that. And he didn't respond to the call. Finished the over with a dot. At the end of 8th over, it's 35 runs at the expense of 3 wickets. It's nice going for Team English, and after the power play, they have scored less, and in the last 2 overs, they haven't been able to hit the boundaries. Aditya is back on the ball. Team Chemistry continues to bowl with the spinners from the both sides. First ball was a single. It was an edge, push through the third man, but the fielder was in position and started the over with a single. Second ball, but the fielder was quite fast and good communication, good running from Team English. They took one quick single. They took one quick single and another run on the board for Team English. 8 over 2 balls, 37 runs. First ball was a single. Tried to take another quick run, but this time Alexander was even faster than the ball. The ball went straight to his hand and another dot ball. Another loud shout. The bowler seems very interested, but the umpire was not interested. Could have been LPW, but the umpire didn't respond. And this time, Mehdi survives. Fourth ball, tried to hit big, but he could only push the ball to the fielder, and it was a quick single from Team English. 8 over 5 balls, 38 runs. Last ball of the over to go. Loud shout. Another nice ball. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper, finished the over with a dot. At the end of 9th over, it's 38 runs at the expense of 3 wickets. English is trying to play defensively. They is not trying to lose their wickets. They are not trying to lose their wickets, but you have to be aggressive at least to score some big runs, because we have seen from the previous matches that Team Chemistry is quite comfortable while chasing, but you have to give them a big score to chase. And it is going as planned for Team Chemistry. Another nice ball. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper, finished over with a dot. At the end of 9th over, it's 38 runs at the expense of 3 wickets. They try to play defensively. They are not trying to lose their wickets. They are not trying to lose their wickets, but nice atmosphere.
Dot ball.
It was another big shot for wicket, but the umpire is still not responding. Saiful is maintaining his streak from the previous 4 matches, and he is trying to tight. The speed of his ball is very slow. This time it was wide. Mehdi tried to take the stance to make a big shot, but he left the ball as it was wide, and another free run on the board of Team English. Another small push through the offside, and the batsman will take a quick single. Another run on the board. Supporters on the both ends are excited for the team. They are trying to motivate their team to win this final, and another defensive shot from Raihan, and Saiful took the ball on his hand. Nice bowling so far from Saiful, Islam Mehraz, and he is bowling tight, bowling nicely. Team Chemistry is really cautious on the fielding. The fielder took a big run to maintain the single. Team Chemistry is fielding tightly, and Team English is still on the defensive approach.
TVT.
loud shouts on the gallery of Team English, and Team Chemistry are also trying to motivate their players. The fielder wasn't quite calculative, and at this time the ball went over his head, and it was a boundary. Boundary finally for Team English. They have hit a boundary after a very long time. I should say it is the mistake of the fielder, because the fielder didn't quite do his run-up, and he couldn't reach the ball in time. So it was a boundary. 4 runs on the board for Team English. Mehdi seems very set on the pitch, and he is going on an aggressive approach this time. 9 over 5 balls, 45 runs.
8 বলে 8 করছে।
Final ball of the over. He's tried to make a soft push on the front, but it wasn't successful. The ball hit the pad, and a loud shout for wicket to the umpire, but umpire still didn't respond, and so Team English hit the first half of the innings with a dot. At the end of 10th over, it's 45 runs at the expense of 3 wickets.
আমার নাই থাকবো না চার লাগবে নতুন বোলারের নাম বলি
এই না ওখান থেকে চেয়ার আনতে দেবে না না তারপর আমি এভাবে ম্যানেজ করে
Ball hit the pad, and a loud shot for wicket to the umpire, but umpire still didn't respond. And so Azizul is on the ball for his 3rd consecutive overs. His spell is successful so far. Azizul is back on his 3rd consecutive over, and his spell is successful so far. He will want to pile up some more pressure even in his 3rd over for Team English. And Azizul tried to stop the ball, but he wasn't quite successful, and the ball went to the long off. 1 run from the bat of Raihan. Drums and floats on both sides of the gallery. Good connection from the bat, but the fielder was in position. Went straight to Tariq Jamil, and another run on the board. Looks like Team Chemistry is allowing singles, but not the boundaries. They are not letting Team English to take the doubles, but Team English want to get some boundaries. Again, same kind of shot from Raihan on the previous ball. 3 runs from 3 balls in this over, and the fielder is very agile, very fast on the offside, and he is maintaining these tight fieldings. What a catch! What a catch from Firoz! What a catch from Firoz! Nice rolling catch from Firoz. The ball was hitting the ground almost, but Firoz was very aware. Firoz was in position. He took the catch very carefully, and the nice wicket for Team Chemistry. Mehdi departs. He was set on the pitch. It was a big responsibility on part of Mehdi, but he couldn't quite hold off, and he departs, scoring only 23.
যদি ব্যাটসম্যান দেখতে পারি নতুন ব্যাটসম্যান আসবে সিরিয়াসলি বল
The crease. Azizul took a wicket. He maintains his nice spell. At the end of 10 over 4 balls, it's 48 runs at the expense of 4 wickets. Team English hasn't yet reached 50 runs, but they will want to score more.
ব্যাটসম্যানকে একটু দেখাতে সাত নয়
Maybe 7 দেখছি 7 Shakib is on the pitch. New batsman is Shakib. Team English is still on the defensive approach, but you will want to become more aggressive. Another nice wicket. It was a straight catch to the bowler, caught and bowled. New batsman came to the crease and he departs at an instant. Not even 1 minute after he came to the pitch. And another wicket for Team Chemistry. 10 over 5 balls, 48 runs, 5th wicket. Azizul is on a hat-trick. The top order of Team English has collapsed. Not even 1 minute after he came to the pitch. And another wicket for Team Chemistry. The top order and the middle order of Team Chemistry is collapsing and they will big partnership we are seeing for a very long time. They want a big partnership, but still they are not successful on making the partnership.
ব্যাটসম্যানের জার্সি নাম্বারটা জানা সাব্বির ব্যাটসম্যানের জার্সি কত দেখছিস
99 না কত জন মানে
কত বললো জানি না
এরকম খেল না শুনে
শোন না সাব্বির
তো শুনে নইলে ইনপুট দিতে পারবে না 32 ঠিক আছে
11 ওভারে
49. The batsman hit the ball nicely on the final ball of the over. The ball was going to the fielder, but the fielder was a bit far and the ball landed on no man's land. Azizul wasn't able to get a hat-trick, but the over was nice. He got 2 wickets. Finished the over with a single at the end of 11th over. It's 49 runs at the expense of 5 wickets. Chemistry maintains their tight fielding, nice bowling with nice line and length, but Team English hasn't been able to play freely. Easy. Team English is under a lot of pressure, and Team Chemistry isn't giving them any chance to. Chemistry isn't giving them any chance to make up for their pressure, and pressure is piling up, and they are trying to hit some big shots. And while trying to hit some big shots, they are giving catches, and it is working nicely for Team Chemistry, but not quite good for Team English. Tanvir is on the strike. Any chance to Taik Jamil is on the ball. Nice bowling, area per length, push on the leg side, and ball went straight to the fielder. 1 run on the board. Team English is trying to motivate their batsmen, and also they are trying to break the confidence of a fielder. The fielder place there for Team Chemistry. Tokyo was a change of Team English while they are chanting loud shouts, and looks like he has got some plans for the bowler. Taik Jamil maintains his nice line length and maintains and keeps doing the tight bowling, and puts a fielder on leg side near the batsman where the ball is going. A misfielding from Firoz, and Team English got 2 runs. 50 runs comes up for Team English. "11 over 3 balls, 53 runs at the expense of 5 wickets." Looks like they are finally trying to take some risk to increase their run. But Team Chemistry will want to continue with their tight, with their aggressive approach.
হয়ে যাচ্ছে বা সাঁতার
সমস্যা না লাগতেছে ডিসপ্লে কভারেজ
ভাই কল দেবো কেমনে আমার ফোন তো স্ক্রিন
আরে তুমি আসার আগে
With bowling, nice speed on the ball, and the ball went straight to the
honestly
bowler, and nice bowling. Exchange of some words on the field, trying to break the confidence of Team English even more. Nice bowling. I think the batsman couldn't even see the ball, and the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper.
হ্যাঁ না আপনার ভিডিওতে নাই এই
Dot ball, final ball of the over. Let's see what Tariq Jamil has in store.
কি পোস্ট হচ্ছে কি পোস্ট হচ্ছে হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ একবার রিমুভ করে দিচ্ছি আর এখন কি
Finished the over with a dot. Nice bowling, nice line length. Good length on the ball, and the ball went straight to the bowler. Finished the over with another dot. At the end of the 12th over, it's 53 runs at the expense of 5 wickets.
টুর্নামেন্টের নাম উল্লেখ থাকার জন্য টুর্নামেন্টের নামটা ভিডিও থেকে রিমুভ করতে হবে পোস্ট থেকে
They are maintaining their run rate at 4.42, but this run rate is not enough in this. I think it will not be enough to hold Team Chemistry to a respectable target, to give Team Chemistry a respectable target. Let's see, Firoz is back on the ball. Both teams are trying to give everything they have got. Firoz. Firoz is on the attack. Raihan is on the strike. A quick change in the field. Team Chemistry is trying to set an aggressive fielding. It was a gentle push, but the fielder was in position, the fielder was agile. The ball went straight to the fielder, started the over with a dot. Second ball of the over, again a defensive stance, and the ball went again straight to the fielder, positioned there, and it was another dot. Supporters are trying to cheer up Team English, but looks like it isn't working so far. On the other hand, we haven't seen very loud shouts on the part of Team Chemistry. Shout for an edge, but the umpire wasn't interested. He didn't respond, and another dot ball from Firoz. 12 over 3 balls. English has scored only 53 runs at the expense of 5 wickets. Three consecutive dots in this over. Pressure has already been piled up. Team English will try to keep the pressure with some big boundaries.
ট্রাই করে এটা দেখো সদরের
Tried to connect the ball, but the ball went straight to the fielder. Another dot. 4 consecutive dots in this over. 12 over 4 balls, 53 runs. They lost 5 wickets. Team Chemistry continues to bowl tightly, continues to bowl in a good line, good length. Team English hasn't been able to hit a boundary for a long time. Firoz has given 5 dot balls. Will the over be a maiden? And we'll have to see. And Raihan is still on a defensive approach. He is not being able to try. He is not being able to hit a boundary. Again, a nice ball. Tried to hit the ball on the third man, but he wasn't successful. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper, and the wicketkeeper keeps the ball in his hand. Finished the over with a dot. A maiden over. Nicely bowled by Firoz. At the end of 13th over, it's 53 runs. 53 runs at the expense of 5 wickets. Mehdi has scored 23 so far. Tanvir has scored 4 runs from 6 balls, and Raihan has scored 8 runs from 21 balls. 8 runs from 21 balls is not a good show while you are batting in a T20 match.
নতুন বোলারকে দেখ 355
Miraz is back on the ball. Looks like Team English want change of the helmet. He took the cap on the over of the spinner. The sunny day, the temperature is quite high, but not that much high. It's a nice weather for the final game. Continues to attack with the spinner on the other side. Big drumming on the side of Team English. Looks like the fielder is enjoying it. Finally a nice connection. The ball went to the boundary. The fielder wasn't very fast at this time. And 4 runs on the board for Team English. Nice connection. Nice shot through the gap on the offside. Finally a boundary. It will give some confidence. It will ease some pressures on part of Team English. What a shot, what a connection from the batsman. Tanvir, a very big shot, and the ball went over the fielder, the ball went to the crowd, and it was a 6. 2 consecutive boundaries from the first 2 balls for Team English. Looks like Tanvir is finally on some rhythm. He found the rhythm from Team Chemistry. 10 runs from the first 2 balls. 13 over 2 balls, 63 runs. Tanvir 2 consecutive boundaries, 1-4 and 1-6. Miraz should try to put up the tight bowling as showed in the first 2 overs, and he shouldn't give the batsman to read him so nicely. Hit the ball again, and the ball went straight to the boundary. Another 4. 14 runs so far in this over. What we're saying, Tanvir has finally found his rhythm. He's quite a big guy. He has a quite nice height, and he is trying to put the height in his advantage, and he has it made us nicely. 14 runs from the first 3 balls. Team English has scored 67. 13 over 3 balls. This 14th over has proving to be nice for Team English. They have finally caught up to the rhythm and they are hitting the ball quite nicely. Fourth ball of the over. Quick running from Team English and 2 more runs on the board. Nice communication, nice running.
ষোলো রান চলে এসে এবার পারি বলা দুই বল বাকি আছে দুরা খাই নাকি তাও পাওয়া
Team English was on the back foot so far, but they have finally found their rhythm. And they have hit another big shot. One bounce to the boundary, another 4. 20 runs in this over so far. Looks like Meras have lost his rhythm. He lost his Ebola lost his concentration. He thought the over was over, but it wasn't over, and final ball of the over. Final ball of the over is coming up. Team English has started to hit the ball nicely. It looks like they were struggling in the first 10 over, but it seems like they were trying to read the bowlers. They are trying to read the pitch, and finally they have found their rhythm. Last ball of the over, will the situation change or will another boundary come to the final ball of the over? Finally, he has found the rhythm, tried to hit the ball again, but he wasn't successful. 20 runs from this over, and Meras has given 31 runs in his 3-over spell. Meras has lost his concentration on this over, and Team English hit him very nicely. At the end of 14th over, it's 73 runs at the expense of 5 wickets. Change of fielder. Meras has gone to the gallery and observed the game from there. Heroes is back on the ball. Ryan is on the strike. The English will try to maintain their previous going from the previous over. They have gotten 20 and they will want to score some more in this over. It was a shot for a catch, but the wicketkeeper wasn't successful. The ball went to the third man. The fielder took the ball and 1 run on the first ball of the 15th over. Tried to hit the ball over the wicketkeeper, but the ball hit the helmet and he was unsuccessful. Another dot ball. First dot ball of this over. Looks like he was hurt. And the medic team is coming to the field to treat his injuries. Supporter. Assam team which has finally cheered up. Chemistry are also trying to change some of their plans to hold Team English to a low run. Will they be successful? We will have to see.
এনার্জি শেষ ভলিবলে মানে আনন্দ করে এনার্জি শেষ
The T20 is finally over and we're back on the game. Tanvir is on the strike on the third ball of the over. Nicely bowled. He missed the line and he left the ball. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Tried to hit the ball to the gap again, but the connection wasn't nice. Hit the top part of the bat, and the fielder was fast. 1 run on the board. 14 over 4 balls.
Run হয়েছে?
Now I know. They didn't take 1 run. It was a dot, and Tanvir gives it a strike. Another nice ball. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Tried to hit the ball to the third man, but he wasn't successful. Dot ball on the board.
তানভীর এই মাথায় নয়।
4th over 5th ball. 75 runs. Final ball of the over. Let's see what Firoz has to store in his final ball. Nicely bowled. The batsman missed the ball completely. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Finished the over with a dot. At the end of 15th over, it's 75 runs at the expense of 5 wickets. Maintaining the run rate at a satisfactory 5. Firoz is still the best bowler of Team Chemistry statistically, and he maintains his tight bowling even in this final match, and he maintains nice average, he maintains nice run rate, and looks like his spell is over. He is a little bit injured, it seems.
দিবে না? বলে টিজে আসছে না?
He has some difficulty while walking. Will first go out of the field, but no, he gets to field in backward leg position, and TJ is on the ball. Here's his final over. He will want to take 1 or 2 more wickets in his final over. Nicely bowled, a good length bowling, and the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Batsman tried to hit the ball, but completely missed. Nicely done by TJ. After giving 20 runs in the 14th over, Team Chemistry came back nicely. Only 2 runs on the previous over. It would have been a catch, but the fielder wasn't cautious and the ball landed in front of him. But he saved a boundary and only 1 run from this ball. Number 2 ball, 76 runs. Ryan is on the strike. TJ Tariq Jamil is the most experienced player in chemistry, and he keeps maintaining his quite sharp line length and sharp precision. Third ball became a dot. Only one run from the 3 balls of this over. It was a sharp edge. The ball went to the back. The fielder couldn't keep the ball, and it was a boundary. And the wicketkeeper missed the ball. The fielder missed the ball. The ball was quite sneaky, and the ball went straight to the boundary. A very welcoming boundary for Team English. Ryan would be very lucky that the wicketkeeper didn't hold the ball. He survives and gets a boundary. 15 over 4 balls, 80 runs. A change of fielder in the third man position. Made is quite agile, and captain puts him in the third man position, but the captain will want to level up his own game because he missed many catches on the semi-final match and he missed his edge. The fielder on the long off was very fast, and long one was very fast. It was on the long one was very fast, and it could have been 2, but he gave only 1 run. And Tanvir is back on the strike on the final ball of the over. Let's see what Tariq Jamil has in store. A gentle push through the offside and finished the over with 1 run. Nice spell from TJ has finally came to an end. Only 15 runs, so with he getting 1 wicket in the power play. Nice bowling from TJ, and Team English is on 82 runs, losing 5 wickets at the end of 16th over. Feroz is still uneasy while building, and looks like he wants to go out of the game, out of this innings, because he seems like having an injury on his leg. He's uncomfortable. Let's see while he goes out or not.
আইবের কি অবস্থা রেখে আসি বলার কে
Feroz.
এদের এখনো শেষ লাস্ট ওভার দিতেছে
Last over of Feroz. He only gave 8 runs in his first 3 overs, and he want to continue with his nice bowling, nice line and length. Feroz on the attack. Very short run up. Saved the ball nicely. The ball was going to the boundary, but the fielder was cautious. The fielder was careful and saved the boundary. Only 1 run on the first ball. Raihan and Tanvir are maintaining their partnership very nicely. So far, 35 runs from this partnership. Team India still want a wicket. They want to take a run, but looks like the non-striker didn't respond, and it was a dot. They will try to maintain their communication to prevent the run-outs. And Team Chemistry isn't giving so much wide balls and extra runs. They are maintaining their tight bowling from their end. A gentle push through the gap. Debo was running through the boundary, but the fielder was fast and he caught the ball. 2 runs from the third ball of the over. The partnership is going quite nicely. Almost 40 runs from this partnership, and this kind of partnership is quite useful in that 20-over match. Heroes will want to take a wicket and break this partnership. Attempted to take 1 run due to the misfielding of the fielder there, but they weren't successful. The fielder was fast and he was struggling to run out. 86 runs. I think Chemistry will want to maintain their aggressive fielding setup because they want to take more wickets. We haven't seen a wicket for so long. After that 2 consecutive wickets of Azizul, he was on a hat-trick. And Yorker leg ball hit the ball, but it was a dot straight to the fielder there. Final ball of the 17th over, also the final ball from a spell of Firoz. A loud shot for ABW, but the umpire didn't respond. Looks like it hit the bat first, then the bat. Firoz finishes his over. At the end of 17th over, it's 86 runs. Firoz has finished a very nice spell. He has given only 12 runs in his 4-over spell. Mahdi. Pedros is back on the ball after his 2-over spell in the power play. His 2-over spell was quite satisfactory. He only gave 13 runs and he will want to give as less run as he can, only 86 runs in the at the end of 17th over. First ball, nice line leg, it went straight to the wicketkeeper. Started the over with a dot and pressure is still piling up. Pressure has already been piled up on Team English and they haven't been able to score runs. Or Team English will want to give Chemistry a satisfactory target. The bowler tried to stop the ball, but it was deflected by Zand and on 1 run on the board for Team English. 87 runs at the end of 7 overs and 2 balls. 17 overs and 2 balls. Small change in the field. Let's see how it plays out. It was a call for catch, but the ball landed on no man's land and it landed a little in front of the fielder placed there, and 1 run more on the board. 2 runs so far in this over. It is the death overs and Team English will want to hit boundaries, and looks like the boundaries aren't coming. An agile fielding. Fielder was agile. He ran very quickly and prevented the 2 runs call from Team English. Only 1 run more on the board. Mahdi is maintaining nice line length, and Tanvir and Raihan seems like they are continuing their defensive approach. 41 runs on the partnership, but they have played a lot of balls. Iran, it is not quite satisfactory. Batsman tried to connect the ball, but he wasn't quite able to connect. Wide was the call from the batsman, but he was trying to play a sweep shot, but he wasn't successful. He couldn't connect the ball. It was 1 run. 90 comes up. 17 over 5 balls, 90 runs. Final ball of the over. Let's see what he has in store.
Yes.
Tried to take 2 runs, but they weren't quite successful. The fielder was very fast. Threw the ball, and it was a wicket. Nice wicket keeping from the captain of Team Chemistry.
Ryan out is, huh?
And Ryan goes back. Stoke, of course.
Yeah.
Toki was a very agile fielder on place there. 1 run, they take 1 run. 1 run would have been nice, but the partnership is finally broken. They tried to take a risk, but the risk didn't pay off. Tried to be aggressive, but it didn't pay off. And they lost another wicket. 6th wicket goes for Team English at the end of 18th over. It's 91 run.
Batsman like
6 wickets.
ব্যাটসম্যানের লাস্ট নাম্বার দেখা যায় ছাপে 33 হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে বোলার কি
Ronnie.
15
হ্যাঁ
রনি আগে কভার করছিল
Ronnie has bowled only 1 over previously, and now he is back on the ball. He had given 4 runs at the last over of the power play, and Tanvir is on the strike. Spinner on the 19th over.
Yeah, proud of you, yeah.
It's like
Done.
Team English has lost some of their part of their passion, and they haven't been able to do well in the batting section. They have scored 135 in the semi-final over previously, but in this match they still hasn't reached 100. Nicely bowled. The ball was very low. Tried to hit the ball, tried to connect the ball, but the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Started the over with a dot. Only 11 balls remaining. Let's see what Team English can score. The ball was running to the boundary, but 3 fielders were chasing the ball. Nobody could reach the ball before it landed, but very good reach the ball before it landed on the ground. Fielder was very fast. 2 runs on the board. Tried to hit the ball over the fielder, but they weren't successful. And 2 runs. Connected the ball nicely again, and a quick run from Team English. Nice communication, nice running. Nice communication, nice running from the batsman of Team English. Mamuni is on the strike. He is going to play his first ball. Let's see what he has in store. The lower order is on the attack. Nicely bowled from Ronnie, and the batsman started his batting with a dot. Hit the ball again, but Mahdi was very agile. He saved the boundary, and 2 runs on the board. 18 over 5 balls, 96 runs. still hasn't reached 100, and the over is finally going to finish. Final ball of the 19th over. Final ball from Ronnie, nicely connected, and the ball went over the boundary. 6 runs to finish the over, and 100 comes up for Team English at the end of 19th over. It's 102 for 6. Nicely connected and nicely placed. 6 runs from Mamoon. And the final over is going to start.
বোলার
Madi. Final over, Firdaus is back to the attack in his final over. Tanvir is on the strike. Firdaus has maintained a very nice run rate in his previous 3 overs, and he will want to try to take 2, but the fielder was fast, and looks like it was the plan of the batsmen to take only 1 run. 90 over 1 balls, 103 runs, only 5 balls to go. They can hit some boundaries to increase some of their run rates. Firdaus tried to hit the ball wide, but the ball went wide and it went straight to the wicketkeeper. 1 extra run for Team English. 5 balls to go. Team Chemistry won't want to give those extra runs to Team English because every one will matter. And nicely bowled. The ball hit the stumps and Mamoon is out. Nicely bowled. It was a full toss. If he could connect the ball, it would have been a 6, but couldn't connect the ball. The ball hit the stumps and the batsman was out. Nicely bowled for Firdaus. Nice wicket from Firdaus. Nice number 2 balls is 104 runs at the loss of 7 wickets. 4 balls remaining in this over. Team English will want to hit some boundaries.
এইখানে তো ক্যামেরা দেখছি আপনি ওয়েবসাইট প্লাস ফেসবুক লাইভ দুই জায়গায় এখান থেকেই হচ্ছে ওয়েবসাইট এবং ফেসবুক লাইভ দুটোতে একসাথে হচ্ছে
ব্যাটসম্যান
New batsman on the pitch, the lower order of Team English is currently on batting. Nice wickets from nice wickets.
ব্যাটসম্যানের ই কত দেখো তো
Tanvir is back on the strike.
কত রান
1 run. 1 run on the board. 1 more run on the board, and nicely done by Tanvir. He should hit some big shots to hit the last 3 balls. The non-striker almost came to the other part of the crease, but Tanvir keeps his strike. He was starting don't run, but looks like the non-striker wasn't paying attention. 2 balls to go. Supposed to go, the ball was running to the boundary, but Tariq Jamil was fast and he saved the boundary. Only 2 runs on the board. Final ball to go. Will they finish their innings in a style, or will it be in vain? Let's see what happens. Final ball of the over. If they cannot touch the ball, they will want to run fast and take as many runs as they can. One run to finish the innings. One run to finish the innings. They were trying to take 2 runs, but it ended up with a wicket. এক run হয়েছে, আসলে wicket পড়ছে। এক run হয়েছে, wicket plus।
উইকেটও পড়ছিল।
হ্যাঁ, ওরা দৌড়ার চেষ্টা করছিল, wicket ভেঙে গেছে। wicket পড়ছে একটা।
কাজে আমার অ্যাকাউন্ট কি দেয় না, আমার সিকিউরিটি রিজন দেখাচ্ছে। বাকিভাবে প্রশ্ন
আচ্ছা প্রবলেমটা কি আরেকবার একটু ক্লিয়ার করুন।
ওখানে প্রবলেম কোনো কিছু
At the end of
বলছে সিকিউরিটি রিজন
English has scored 108 runs. They lost 8 wickets. Not a very nice batting display from Team English.
শুধু আপনার জন্য
তাকে হয় না। এটা তো
আগে
চার
ইনিংসে দেখা
মিনিট।
যাবে না? আগে ইনিংসের স্কোর দেখা যাবে না?
এটা তো চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছে।
তারপর আবার ঠিক হয়ে যায়।
আমার আপনি
So far, only 2 batsmen managed to score more than 20. A nice bowling display from Team Chemistry. Azizul maintained his nice tight bowling. He was the best bowler for Team English today. Team Chemistry today, he was the best bowler for Team Chemistry today. He took wickets, he maintained tight bowling. Sneha did a very nice job. Team Chemistry is able to score 109 runs to win this tournament. Not a very big score. They have to play carefully. They have to play cautiously, and Team English will want to do the aggressive bowling on their end.
লাইভের সামনে চলে যাচ্ছে।
Nice and careful planning will determine this final, and we'll be back with our live streaming on the second innings. That's the second.
কি করবো চলো এই দোকানে করতেছে বুঝতেছে না আসছে এবার
Beginning start again. Team Chemistry will need to score 109 runs from 20 overs to win the match. Shaun and TJ are on the crease. Shaun is on strike. Mamun is on the ball. First ball, they started with a dot. It was a call for the edge, but the umpire didn't respond. And the second ball, Shaun hit the ball through the gap, and it was a 4. Wide ball. The wicketkeeper jumped to his right and saved the ball from the boundary. 5 runs from 2 balls for Team Chemistry. The opening partnership of Team Chemistry is on nice swing in this tournament. Gentle push and 1 run on the board. TJ is on the strike.
দুইটা জার্সি সেম
390 TJ is on the strike. TJ has been the pillar of the batting lineup for Team Chemistry. He can play aggressive, he can play defensive, he can play whatever the situation wants from him. Call for wicket, but surely the batsman reached the crease first, and it was not a wicket. A dot ball. TJ started his innings with a dot. In the previous match, TJ got out very quickly and did put some pressure on Team Chemistry. But TJ would not want that, and he will try to maintain the standard that Team Chemistry wants from him. Another quick run from Team Chemistry. The communication between the both batsmen are very nice. They're pumped up. The target is not very hard to score. Hard to chase. The target is not very hard to chase. From 3 balls, they have scored 7 runs. Nicely done so far by Team Chemistry. They haven't made any mistakes, and they will continue to do that in the same way.
নো বল
Nice bowling again. A no ball. So they will get 2 runs on this from this ball, and they have got a free hit, and they will try to take the advantage of the free hit.
ব্যাটে লাগছিল
একবার নিচে। 9 run.
ওই
টিজে মিস্টেক
TJ. So 2 runs came from that delivery. It was not a legal delivery, of course, and Team Chemistry has received a free hit.
আমি রাতে বলে আড্ডা দিচ্ছি আমার যাতে ফেস চলে গেছে এমন কথা করছে
Nicely hit the ball, and it was 1 bounce to the boundary. 4 runs to finish the over. 13 runs came from the first over. They have taken the advantage of free hit, and first over was not successful from Mamun. He gave 13 runs, and Team Chemistry will want 96 more runs from 19 overs. The target is not quite hard to chase. They have to be careful, they have to be cautious, they have to maintain good balance, they have to maintain good communication, and they will certainly reach their target.
নতুন বোলার হৃদয়
আমি মডারেটর ব্যাডমিন্টন
Team English will want to do the tight bowling and aggressive fielding as Chemistry have done in the previous innings. Shaun is on the strike. Rido is on the ball. Team English took some quick wickets in the power play in their semi-final match against Bangla, and if they can do the same in this match, then there is a chance to win the match for them. Gentle push again to the leg side. The bowler is the ball and 1 run on the board.
রাহুল ভাই
Shaun is doing his job quite nicely. In the previous match, DJ was the wicket of DJ has gone too quickly, but Shaun maintained his responsibility and he scored some nice runs for Team Chemistry and it helped Chemistry to win the semi-final match. But today, both batsmen want to maintain their responsibility, maintain their standard, and maintain their expectation that Team Chemistry wants from them. And as for Team English, the bowlers will want some extra some quick wickets. And if they take some quick wickets, they can put some pressure on Team Chemistry. Remember, if they can pile up more pressure on Team Chemistry, it will be nicer to stop the run going out. Control. The repeat run rate is now out of control for Team English. Nicely bowled. Quite near the Yorker length, and TJ pushed gently, and it's a dot ball.
long way to go, man.
Again, nice timing from TJ, and the ball reached the boundary. 4 runs from Team Chemistry. They are quite comfortable with the bowling of Team English so far, and they are batting nicely. Looks like there's some exchange of words from the gallery and the fielder there, but it was not a big issue, and resolved, and we're back to our game. 1 over 3 balls, 18 runs. TJ tried to push the ball through the gap again, but it was not successful, and a dot ball.
পড়ে গেছে রে এই গল পিস আছে
Some loud chants from the gallery of Team English, trying to motivate the whole fielding setup. But TJ is maintaining his responsibility quite nicely, hitting the ball, and also call for edge, but it was not successful. TJ was beaten nicely, and the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Another dot ball. Last ball of the over, only 5 runs came from this over. Rido has managed to get some of the setback back from the previous over. Again, nice ball. The ball was low and it was straight to the wicketkeeper. At the end of the second over, 18 runs. He ended the over with a dot. Team Chemistry got 13 runs in their first over, but in this over they got only 5. And the pressure was somewhat neutralized. And we'll carry on.
তেত্রিশ না, আমি তো 55 দেখছি।
55. This ball makes it.
স্ক্রিনে তাই বলছি আমি কাউকে বলি মানে গোলাপ সেটাই
A bit change in their plans. Team English has brought spinner from the other side of the field. Nishan is on the ball. He has some variations in his ball. He can take wickets. And Shahan moves to the gap, and the fielder was agile, and they took only one run. Single to start the over. TJ is on the strike. Yeah, I was chasing this small run. You have to be careful, you have to be cautious. You shouldn't take much risks while chasing 109 in 20 overs. And also, you want to punish the bad balls due to this the pressure you have. Quick running again. It could have been two, but looks like the fielders, the batsmen were not cautious. They didn't look up for the ball, and they didn't take 2 runs. But nonetheless, it was 1 extra run. 2 runs came from this ball. 2 for 2 balls, 21 runs. Team English will want to maintain the tight fielding, but they should avoid the misfieldings they are doing right now. Communication between the fielders are important. The ball went straight to the fielder again. A dot ball. It will give some relief to the bowler. Because so far, the batsman of Team Chemistry seems quite comfortable with their batting.
আচ্ছা স্ক্রিনশট নাও স্ক্রিনশট নিয়ে আমাকে ইনবক্সে পাঠিয়ে দাও পাশে যে
কোনটা কাজী
Again, they maintain their tight fielding, and there is some pressure on them from this over, and it was nice.
এই যে 1.8
Some pressure from Q in this final overs. In this final match. The power play is going nicely for Team Chemistry so far. They had the intent to take 1 run, but the fielders managed to reach the ball, and it was a dot again. 3 consecutive dots, not very bad for the English, considering the situation they are in now. Again another dot to finish the over. 4 consecutive dots. Some pressure has been put off from Team English, and they have bowled nicely in this over. 3 overs gone, 21 runs. Only 3 runs came from this over. আর সমস্যা নেই। এটাই ভাই এদের ব্যাটসম্যান তানভীর
আরে আগে তো ছোট বয়স 27 2 গ্রামে 26 এর ওই ম্যাচ জিতে গেছিলাম
Tanvir is back on the ball. Tanvir is on the ball. Spinner, they are continuing to the ball with the spinners. So we have seen from the previous over that the spinner was successful. Quite good over from Nishan with 3 runs. He gave only 3 runs in that over. So Tanvir will want to maintain that run of form, and he will want to bowl also a tight over. The ball seemed like it was going wide, but it wasn't. It was fair delivery, so dot ball to start the over. It was a misfield again. It could have been a dot, but the fielder couldn't hold the ball, and 1 run came from the ball. So first run on this over. At the end of the 2 balls, it's only 1 run in this over.
এইটা কি করতেছে রে? এটা এই যে। একটু আগে আসছে।
Chemistry now needs 87 from 100 balls. Will Tanvir maintain his tag bowling, or will the batsman be finally able to hit the ball over the boundary? We'll have to see. DJ is back on the strike. It was an edge, but the wicketkeeper collided with the batsman. So, nice running from Team Chemistry. Nice communication from the batsman, and they took another quick single. Nice lively crowd, nice atmosphere for playing this final match. Fourth ball is coming. Fielder was agile, maintained their attacking fielding setup, and Sharon wasn't able to take 1 run, and fourth ball was the dot. Fourth ball was the dot. 2 balls to go in this over. Tanvir is maintaining his line length, and he is quite nicely bowling. Almost a bowled out the lower part of the bat, but the wicketkeeper was cautious. They had to take 1 run, and a dot again. Final ball to go. Again, the fielder was very slow to respond, and so they ended the over with another single. At the end of 4th over, it's 24 runs without losing any wicket. 2 overs of power play to go. Chemistry will need 85 more runs from 16 overs. 85 more runs from 96 balls. On the hard target stage, they have to be careful, to say the least. Ishan. Ishan.
ছুটি বলে ক্রাউড অনেক কম ফাইনাল ম্যাচে।
The sun is getting hotter and hotter. The sun is getting hotter and hotter as the time passes, and it will be hard for both sides to bat and ball. Nice shot, but the fielder was in position. The ball went straight to the fielder, and 1 run from the offside. PJ is back on the strike. He is the most experienced player in this team, and they will want to maintain. He will be able to take Chemistry to the cruise, to the verge of winning, and he will want to maintain the nice form he is going on in this tournament. Tried to connect the ball, but it was in vain. The ball went straight to the fielder. Jesus survives. It was a call for a wicket, but the umpire didn't respond. PJ tried to hit the ball again, but it was unsuccessful again, and the ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Another dot ball. Only 1 run came from this over, only in the 3 previous balls. 4th ball to go. Went straight to the wicketkeeper. Tight fielding is still the key, and 2 balls to go in this over. He tried to push the ball to the gap, but he wasn't successful again. Only 1 run from this over so far. PJ has hit 4 consecutive dots, and they're trying to play carefully, but you have to be aggressive at times when the situation needs to be aggressive. When the situation requires aggressiveness from you, you have to be aggressive. Final ball of the over. Let's see what the bowler has in store. Let's see what the batsman has in store. Nice dive from the fielder. Looks like he is a little bit injured. He saved the boundary. He saved 2 runs. 2 runs to finish the over. At the end of 5th over, it's 27 runs without losing any wickets. Looks like the fielder is badly injured. And the medics are rushing to the fielder. We hope he will be able to continue.
মেডিকেল পৌঁছাইতে পৌঁছাইতে তো ঠিক হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
মেডিকেল পৌঁছালে ডাক্তার পৌঁছাতে পৌঁছাতে রোগী সুস্থ হয়ে উঠলো।
বোর্ড নাকি এই ম্যাচেও বোল্ড হয়েছে প্রত্যেক ম্যাচে বোল্ড হয়েছে তুই না হলে একটা ব্যাগটা লাগাইতে পারতি আমাদের বল বল করে কিছু
ক্যাপ্টেন ভাইস ক্যাপ্টেনের সাথে কথা বলতে চাচ্ছি। গতবারও রিমানের কাছে ক্যাপ্টেনের বিরুদ্ধে অভিযোগ শুনছিলাম, এবারও ক্যাপ্টেনের বিরুদ্ধে অভিযোগ।
নতুন বোলার কে?
Tanvir is back on the ball. Shaun is on strike. Gentle push and a nice throw. Shaun is out. Wicket on the first ball of Tanvir. The fielder was agile and the throw was nice. It was a direct throw. Shaun, the wicket of Shaun falls. Shaun departs. That's with us. Shaun out. Shaun departs scoring only 10. That's big.
ঠিক আছে
Yeah. Kashmir is coming to the crease. The captain has a big responsibility on his shoulder. They will want to a big partnership. Big partnership will ease up some pressure from them. And Kashmir and DJ have the most experience in there, will have the responsibility to maintain this partnership.
মানে স্যারের কাছে থেকে ক্লাস্টারের পকেটের স্যারের বিভিন্ন ব্যাপার হবে।
Small change in the field. Yeah, the fielding change page off. A little bit of discussion from the two batsmen. DJ is back on the strike. 5-1 ball, 10-0 wicket. Nicely bowled. DJ played another defensive shot, and it was another dot. First ball wicket, second ball dot. The over is going nice so far.
ও এই যে বলার না পারছে না তারপর পিছনে ছিল ঘুরে পার মেরে দিয়েছে
সাকিব জবাব সেটি তুই বাড়ি যাবি কবে তখন ওপর দিবি না
ভাইরা এটা এত কাছে আর সাথে যাওয়া যায় না
ও
আইকাসা তারপর কয়রা তারপর ঢাকা থেকে কম আমি এই সময় এই কম করে ঢাকা যেত
6 consecutive dots in this over. It was a loud shout for a wicket. It was a loud shot for a wicket. Looks like the batsmen of Team Chemistry are under some pressures. They are trying to play shots, but they haven't been successful. So far, 4 dots in this over. They haven't been able to score a single run on these overs. A loud shot for wicket, but the umpire didn't respond. Looks like the batsman reached the crease first, and the shout went in vain. The umpire didn't respond, and it was not out. 1 run from the 5th ball. The dots piled up some pressure on Team Chemistry, and they tried to take a risky run, but they were almost on the verge of losing another wicket for taking that risk. But they avoided the wicket, and Taj survives. Captain is on the strike. Captain is on the strike. He has a big responsibility.
তোমরা পাইছো তাহলে ওদের সাথে ইউনিভার্সিটি টিমে তো উনি ক্যাপ্টেন ছিল না যখন খেললাম একসাথে
Last ball from Tanvir, but it was not a fair delivery. A wide, another free run on the board of Team Chemistry. Again, the last ball. Let's see what Kashmir has in store. Again, another wide, another free run on the board. Team English will want to avoid those extra runs. Because if you give extra runs, the declared run rate went out of your control, and it becomes easier and easier for opposing team. So finishes the sixth over. End of the sixth over, it's 31 runs. Will after losing one wicket. End of the power play. Chemistry had scored 2 runs previously in 18 runs previously in their first 2 overs, but the last 4 overs, Team English has put some leash on their run rate. They have also taken 1 wicket. It was a miscommunication, but the Team Chemistry will want to avoid those kind of miscommunications while taking those risky runs, and they want to avoid risk as much as they want, and also punish the bad balls from their side.
বোলার
নিশানি মনে হয়। Nishan. Nishan is back on his 3rd consecutive over. TJ tried to hit the ball, but he couldn't connect the bat and ball, and it was a dot ball. Nishan has maintained quite nice line and length. He has bowled very nicely. And for his two previous overs, Chemistry is under some pressure now. It is the first over after the power play. TJ tried to hit the ball again, but he hasn't been able to hit spin so far in this match, and looks like they're having some problems while playing the spin bowlers. Team English have some nice spinners in their armory, and the spinners are also playing nicely. Looks like finally tried to connect the ball somehow, but it ended up with a wide. Another wide from TJ, and Nishan maintains his nice run rate, nice average on the bowling. Nicely hit by Tariq Jamil, and the ball races to the boundary. 1 bounce to the fence, and it has been a 4. It is a 4. Finally a boundary on the board of Team Chemistry. 6 over 4 balls, 34 runs, 2 balls to go in this over. Looks like the captain is giving some advice to the bowler. Let's see how the advice pays off. If the bowler can make good use of that advice. The ball hit the stumps, and the advice paid off. TJ is out. It's a nice ball. It's a nicely bowled by Nishan, and he gets another wicket. TJ departs. He hasn't put a very much impact in the last 2 matches in their batting. Nice applause on the gallery, but to be fair, he hasn't put much of an impact on batting in the last 2 matches. New batsman is coming. Rizul was the best batsman for Team Chemistry in the previous match. He played with responsibility, he played big shots, he played defensively, he played according to the situation. And let's see what he has scored this match. Nice comeback from Nishan. He has conceded 4 previous ball, and on this ball he got a wicket. Nice hit that from English.
সেম টাইমে ইউজার ইন্টারফেস আপডেট হয়, আর যখন ডাটাবেজ ইনসারশন হচ্ছে তখন ওই ওভারলে সার্ভারও আপডেট হচ্ছে, আর ওই ডাটাবেজ ইনসারশন কমেন্টটা আমার ওয়েবসাইট সার্ভারেও চলে যাচ্ছে।
দেখো আমাদের জাস্ট ব্যাটিং আর বোলিং এর জিনিসটাই শুধু হচ্ছে, মানে ব্যাটিং এর নাম, ব্যাটারের নাম আর বলারের নাম, এটাই শুধু মানে আপডেট হচ্ছে না। গান তো আমার ডেলিভারি শেষে আপডেট হওয়া উচিত, আমি আপডেটে জাস্ট এই দুটো আপডেট করবো,
Final ball of the 7th over from Nishan.
ইনসার্ট
He
করবো
has
না,
got
জাস্ট
a
আপডেট।
in the previous over. Again, bowled nicely, called for the edge, but the umpire didn't respond. Ended the over with a dot. At the end of 7th over, team chemistry is 34. Team chemistry is on 34 runs. They're losing 2 wickets.
দুজন ব্যাটসম্যানই নতুন।
বলে
And
আর একটু
Team English continues their attack with the spin. Tanvir is back on from the other side. Team captain of chemistry is on strike. Tajmir is on strike. Let's see what is in store. First ball, nice dive from the fielder, and he saved the ball from going to the boundary. Nicely fielded. Nice aggressive fielding setup from Team English, and started the over with a single. You have to take quick 1 or 2 runs in this over to keep the wheel of the run going on, and also punish the bad balls while coming from the bowlers. Second ball of the over, Aziz tried to hit again, but he wasn't successful. Nicely ball by Tanvir. The ball went straight to the wicketkeeper. Dot on the second ball. Again, nicely bowled. Gentle push from Aziz, and the ball was dot again. Nicely hit, and the ball reaches the boundary over the fielder. It was a nice 6. Nicely hit by Aziz, and nice connection from the bat. The 6 will ease some pressure from Team Chemistry. They lose 2 quick wickets, but they are trying to ease some pressure on their side, and Team Chemistry will try to continue to put the pressure on Team Chemistry. The ball came straight to the scoring gallery, and nice 6 from Aziz. Again, a loud shot for LBW, but the umpire didn't seem to care. He didn't respond. So the ball ended up with a dot, and last ball of the over to go. Again, a loud shout. Team English was very interested, and the bowler was much more interested than the whole team. Loud shout, but again, the umpire didn't seem to care. He didn't respond, and nicely the over ended up with a dot. Looks like the ball hit on the gloves first, then the pad, so the umpire didn't care. And the last ball was bowled nicely at the end of the 8th over. It's 41 runs. They lost 2 wickets.
নিশানের ওভার এখনই শেষ করে ফেলতেছে।
Nishan is back on the final overs. Nishan is back for his final over. Team Chemistry seems like Team English is trying to get some wicket from the spinners, and they are trying to continue to bowl with the spinner. Nishan is back for his final over. He has bowled nicely so far, only 10 runs from his previous 3 overs. He was the part of the reason why Team Chemistry is under pressure at present. Nicely pushed to the gap from Tasmir, and they will get 1 run. A single to start the over. Again, as he tried to hit the ball, a shot for edge, but no response from the umpire. It was a dot. Azrul will try to be careful, so they don't lose another wicket, and they'll try to maintain this partnership. They are the 2 experienced batsmen. Again, a defensive stance, defensive shot, and the ball went for the dot again. Only 1 run from the previous 3 balls of this over. Has pushed the ball, but it went straight to the fielder. So another dot. 3 consecutive dots in this over, so has neutralized some pressure from the 6 of the previous over. Again, a nice dive from the fielder. He saved 2 runs, and 2 runs came from the 5th ball of this over. So, nicely done by Aziz. Nice running from Team Chemistry. 8 over 5 balls, 44 runs. They lost 2 wickets only. Again, a loud shot from the gallery, a loud shot from the field. Seems like every one of Team English was interested, but the main person, the umpire, seemed not to care. And the over ended up with a dot. At the end of 9th over, it's 44 runs. They lost only 2 wickets.
ধরতে পারি না
99.
পরে কথা বলবো আচ্ছা ভালো কথা এই ওই 120 যে বললি ওটার মানে নাই মানে কোনো খোঁজ খবর নাই এখন 100 এখন কোনো খোঁজ খবর নাই দেখলাম না তো
Team English is back with the pace attack. Mehdi is on the ball. He has played a nice role in the previous matches while bowling tightly. Taj is on the strike. Small push, but the fielder was in position. He was agile and he reached the ball. Nicely bowled from Mehdi, and Taj couldn't hit the ball nicely. Only a defensive push, and the ball went straight to the fielder there. Dot ball to start the over. Again, nicely bowled. He thought the ball was low, but the ball was quite on a height. Dot ball again. 2 dots in this over already. Third ball of the over, the ball hit the pad. Third ball of the over, the ball hit the pad, but they took quite 1 run, and the throw was also nice, but again the second shot for a run out from the fielders, but it wasn't successful. So the first run came, first run of this over. And still got a leg by 45 runs. They haven't yet reached 50 in the first 10 overs, and it will that be a handicap for teams chemistry in the next stages of the game. We have to see 109 runs. They have to be careful, but while being careful, you also want to hit some big shots. A wide ball, and the keeper controlled the ball in his hand. 2 extra runs for team chemistry. The ball was wide, and they also exchanged their positions on the crease for once, and 2 extra runs, 97 runs. 47 runs. Again, another small push through the offside, and another run for team chemistry. 9 over 4 balls, 48 runs at expense of 2 wickets. Two balls of this over to go. And they pushed again on the offside, and single will come from that ball. So final ball of the 10th over. Last ball of the over. A small push again, and chemistry has reached 50. 50 comes up. So at the end of 10th over, it's 50 for 2. Chemistry will need 59 more runs from the remaining 10 overs. So not a hard score to chase. 59 from 60 balls. It will be easy, but they have to be careful, they have to be cautious, and they wouldn't want to take more risks. And again, Team English will try to put on more pressure on Team Chemistry, and they will try to take quick wickets from Team Chemistry.
Bowler. One. Ronak na?
Ronald is on the ball. Team English is continuing with the spin attack again. Does try to take the run, but Azul didn't respond. Seems like he is a bit unsatisfied with the call of no strike batsman. They could have taken one run. You have to take this kind of risk because it will pay off in the next stages. Azul is a bit unsatisfied and the team captain departs. Third wicket falls for Team Chemistry. He was run out in the previous semi-final match and also he has been run out in this match. Third wicket falls. Team English has put the pressure nicely on Team Chemistry. New batsman is coming to the crease. Ronnie is coming to the crease. Team English is a bit cheered up. Team Chemistry will want to score more runs and they will need some big shots to ease up the pressure on them. Pressure has been piled up on Team Chemistry. Team English had a very nice over. They scored 20 runs on that over. Team Chemistry will want to do the same and hit one bowler to target one bowler to hit the ball to the maximum. But Team English had hold of their partnership for a very long time. They had 40 plus partnership, and the partnership paid off, but Team Chemistry hasn't been able to make a big partnership again. A wide ball, free run on the board of Team Chemistry. Looks like the batsman is somewhat unsatisfied with the bowler. Free run on the board. Still number 2 balls, 51 runs. Call for stumping, but umpire didn't respond. And Ronnie survives. 10 over 3 balls, 51 runs. Not losing any wicket. Again, try to hit, but the ball was wide, and ball was wide, and another free run on the board. English has given many wides in this innings, and these extra runs will pay off for Team Chemistry. Again, nicely bowled. Chemistry is under some kind of pressure and they tried to hit the ball again and it wasn't successful. One more ball of the over to go. Chemistry is under a lot of pressure. Team English bowls very tight. We have seen in the previous matches, and they are continuing to bowl nicely in this or match 2.
রহিম
Ronnie again tried to hit the ball but couldn't connect the bat and the ball. So 11 overs gone in 52 runs for 3 wickets. 9 more overs to go, and Chemistry will need 57 more runs. Looks like team captain is having a bit of discussion with the umpires. And then satisfied with the bowling.
এই বলা যাবে না সব
সব মাঠে মাঠে
বলা যাবে না
তুই জানলি কেন তুই কইছিস বলছিলাম তাই তো মনে নেই
Team Chemistry is under a lot of pressure against the spinners of Team English.
নামটাও দিয়ে দেবো
Just like Team English has done their homework for the batsmen of Team Chemistry, and they are trying to keep the balls in the spin. Chemistry is 57 runs from 54 balls. Still, not a lot of pressure, and Chemistry has escaped from worse position in the previous match.
bowler 99.
He's back on the ball. First ball of the over. A gentle push, and they'll get 1 run.
1 run. Ronnie hasn't scored any run again. He will try to score runs in this over. Nicely stopped. Tanvir was in position and he stopped the ball nicely. And a dot ball again on the second ball of the over. A dot again on the second ball of the over. So nicely done by Team English so far. They will try to continue to this pressure. What a catch! What a dive from the fielder! Nicely done by Team English. And Ronnie departs. Ronnie was a big help in the previous match, and Team English will be very happy to take his catch. He departs 0 runs. Played 7 balls, but still wasn't meant to score any runs.
এই কাজী
The gallery of Team English is cheered up. They are very lively now. And Team Chemistry will have a lot of work to do.
Losing batsman কে
Ratul. Shaktil Shah.
আমরা শোনা একটা রিফ্লেক্স করবো বলাটা
স্ট্রাইকের হাতে
Rahul is on the strike. New batsman on the crease. There will be some pressure on the new batsman. So it is a wide. He starts with a wide. Mystery at the end of the over 3 balls, 54 runs at the expense of 4 wickets. And the ball was very low. And went out again. Yesterday started nicely, but their batting lineup is collapsing slowly. Nicely done by Rahul. It's to the offside and they took 1 run. 55 runs at the end of 11 over 5 balls. Last ball of the over to go. Looks like Team English is going to take this match. Final ball of the over. Let's see what others has in mind. And nicely bowled straight to the wicketkeeper. Finished the over with a dot. At the end of 12th over, it's 55 runs at the expense of 4 wickets. Against Indians, 54 runs from 48 balls. 54 runs from 48 balls. At this point, they have to be careful. They have to play some big shots to ease up the pressure of them.
বোলারটা কে
এক নাম্বার Spinner continues. Ronald is back on the ball. Ratu is on strike.
ইংলিশ ইংলিশ সাপোর্ট পার্টি করো দেখো যেটি করে আর বিপুল দিয়ে রাখুন সে তো কম্পিটিশন ওরে ভাই দেড়া তো
The ball was too low and it went straight to the wicketkeeper. A dot to start the over. Nicely done by Ronald. Only 2 runs came from the previous overall. Ronald and
আগের দিন হলো 16 বলে 27 রান করে
again put a lot of pressure on the ball. Tried to keep the ball in a good length, but they weren't successful, and it was a white ball. Another free run on the board of Team Chemistry. Nicely done by Ratul. The boundary will release some pressure from them. A 4-run from the bat of Ratul. Nicely connected, nicely timed. The fielder was far. They couldn't reach on time. And a 4-run from Team Chemistry.
Sorry, Kazi.
Again, another wide from Ronald. He's trying to put the ball in a wide length, but seems like it isn't paying off, and he already gave 2 wides in this over. The ball went high. He was low. He was trying to push the ball through the leg side. The ball went high, and the ball went straight to the bowler. Wicket. After the wide, Ratul out is. Fifth wicket falls for Team Chemistry. Chemistry is under a lot of pressure.
This had a lot of
Took it.
ভালো করে দেয় না
Took it.
আরো
তোর এক জায়গায় বোরিং লাগতেছে, এক জায়গায় বসে থাকতে।
boring.
Tukir has come to the pitch. In the previous few matches, the winning runs came from his bat.
আগের দিনকার ক্যামেরাগুলো একটু ভালো ছিল, 24 দিয়ে করছিল তো কোয়ালিটি ভালো ছিল।
The winning runs came from his bat, and he will also want to bat responsibly in these innings because Chemistry has already lost 5 wickets for 61 runs. Seventh push on his first ball, and he starts the innings with a dot. 1 ball of the over to go. Again, nice running from the batsman. Push the balls gently on the offside, and they took 1 run. At the end of 13th over, it's 62 runs. They lost only 5 wickets. At at this stage, Team English was on 63 runs, Team Chemistry is on 62 runs, but they got 20 runs on the 14th from the 14th over, and it changed the geography of their batting. And Team Chemistry will also want one good over like that. So let's see what happens.
স্বাধীনতা বজায় রাখা।
99. 99. Mehdi is back on the ball again. Fielder was placed nicely, and it is the dot. The dot ball to start the over. Mehdi has been the best player of Team English at this tournament, and they will want to maintain that.
এই জায়গায় না
Again, bowled nicely by Rono, and the ball went to the same position, straight to the fielder. Dot ball again. But this time the ball
ব্যাটসম্যানরা তো দেখা যায় না।
this time they pushed slowly and took a quick single, only one run from the first 3 balls of this over. Tried to connect the ball, but the ball wasn't connected with the bat and went straight to the wicketkeeper. Another dot ball. Only one run from the first 4 balls of this over. Team English is bowling nicely, and it looks like they will be able to defend 108 runs they have scored.
ডট নাকি আউট?
Dot.
করে রাখতে হবে।
Connected the ball again, but it was a dot. Only one run in the first 5 balls of this over, and the final ball of this over is coming up. Ronak will have one more over in his pocket, and it will be very hard for Guinness to. Nicely done, nicely connected by Aziz, and the boundary to finish the over. At the end of 14th over is 67 runs. Chemistry will want some more boundaries to deserve the run rate. The record run rate is now 7. Team English had scored 73 runs in their first 14 overs, and Team Chemistry has scored 67. So not very much behind in terms of run rate, and they will want 2 or 3 more fours, 2 or 3 big shots to ease up the pressure.
বলার কে?
Set pitch. Mamun is back on the attack. And Tokir is on the strike. Lively supporters on the both galleries.
হাত দুটা ফাঁকা রয়েছে
ভাই যখন ঘুরাচ্ছে এইটা সম্পূর্ণ আমাদের মুখে
He tried with the ball, but it was a nice bounce from Mamun and started over with a dot.
এই জন্য স্টুডেন্টদের তারাই দেয় গত বছর আমরা তারাই দিয়েছিল আজকে সকালেও তারাই দিচ্ছে
The ball was running to the boundary, but the fielder was very fast and he saved the boundary. Only one run from the second ball of this over. 68 runs so far, and Team Chemistry will need 41 run more. Another nice bounce to Aziz, and Aziz couldn't play. Aziz couldn't play an aggressive shot, and he played a defensive shot. Another dot ball on the third. Again, played the defensive shot. Only one run from the first four balls of this over, and pressure is piling up on Team Chemistry. Pressure is building up, so they will want some big shots to ease up the pressure and put the pressure back again on.
Dot.
Again, another dot. Only one run came from the first 5 balls of this over. 68 runs on say 14 over 5 balls. Final ball of the over to go. Again, nicely done by the fielder. He was very fast and reached the ball. Nice, it is the ball in time and saved 2 runs. At the end of 15th over, it's 70 runs. Chemistry will need 39 more in the last 30 balls. Almost 8 the record run rate. The record run rate is increasing time by time.
রাহুল ভাই ভাই একটু দর্শকদের ছবিটা স্পেশালি ইংলিশ একদম দিনের শুরু থেকে
একটু পোস্ট করতে পারবো তবে আগে লিঙ্ক করা আছে
আমি আপনাকে পরে কোথায় বলবো না একটু কমপ্লিকেটেড
নির্বাচনের জন্য ওরা বলবো যে সুবিধা
ব্রেক অটোমেটিক মেরে গেছে দুর্ভাগ্য ফেসবুকে ব্লেম দেওয়া ফেসবুক মেলা করা হয় জি ভাই আলহামদুলিল্লাহ
05
না ওই ভাই এসে কাজ করছে
Hriday is on the ball.
মেলা ভালো কিছু করছেন ওই দুই কোনো অঘটন ঘটাইছে
The ball hit the pad, but the umpire didn't respond. Leg by on the first ball, so 1 run came from the first ball of the over. We'll need some 2s or 3s and also if possible we'll want some 4s and 6s. Boundaries will be very crucial for team chemistry at this point. Hit the ball nicely and the ball went straight to the boundary and nicely connected, nicely timed. The ball went straight to the boundary. 4 runs on the board of Team Chemistry. Chemistry will want some big shots like this again and again because if they can hit some big shots, they will be able to ease some pressures and English will try to. Another white ball, and an extra run on the board of Team Chemistry. He will use the required run rate. He will lower the required run rate. 33 runs required more from the last 28 balls. Tried to hit the ball again, but luckily it was a wide. Another extra run on the board for Team Chemistry. 77 runs currently, and they will need 32 more runs. If Team Chemistry wants to ease up the pressure, they will need some big shots and they will have to look up a not to get out while playing the big shots.
আসলে ট্র্যাজেডি
Nasty ball, a dot.
আসলে ট্র্যাজেডি
They have to take what we should say calculated risk because
সবই ট্র্যাজেডি আর ট্র্যাজেডি
they'll have to take those calculated risks. They'll have to take those calculated risks to reach the target in time. Again, bowled nicely. The ball was very low, and it went straight to the wicketkeeper. 2 balls remaining in this over.
ওই সাইডে কি কেউ আদর ঢুকেছে হ্যাঁ ওই সাইডে কি আদর কেউ
32 more needed from 26 balls. Very big pressure on Team Chemistry. Again, another nice ball. He's putting a lot of pressure on the ball and he's giving nice bounces as he is not being able to hit the ball quite nicely. He hasn't connected the ball since he has hit the 4. Again, another dot and finish the over with a dot ball at the end of 16th over. It's 77 for 5. 32 more needed from 24 balls.
তোমার প্রাইজ আমি জানি না রে, আসলে আমি জানি না। আমার প্রাইজ আছে, আদৌ আছে কিনা তাও জানি না। টাকা তুলছি, কারণ ক্রিকেট সব থেকে হাইট টুর্নামেন্ট
33
বন্ধুরা দেখ মাঠে খেলা বললো বাইরে বাইরে আসছে, তোরা এতক্ষণ আসিস না। না, ও যাবে বাবা।
আমি ওখান থেকে শুনতেছি একবার সরল কথা বলে, একবার কাজের কথা বলে, মাঝখানে একবার সাব্বিরের কথা শুনছিলাম।
চাপ আমি তো
ফিরে আসি এই জন্য আমরা আসি, তোমরা নাই এখানে।
Mamun is back on the ball and he started his scorer with a dot. He started to score with a wide. One extra run on the board of team chemistry. Extra runs will ease up the pressure. Another wide from Mamun. Wides are going to ease up the pressure on team chemistry, but Team English will avoid giving those extra runs. Sports team chemistry. Finally, a legal drill free, and it was a dot ball, so kind of neutralized the pressure from the first two wides of this over.
We love whites.
Again, another dot balls, so completely neutralized the two wides they have given in the first two deliveries.
দ্বিতীয় রানে আবারও বেশি বেড়ে গেল।
30 runs more needed still from the 22 balls. Tawqir and Aziz has a lot of responsibility for team chemistry now to finish this match, and also for Team English, the bowlers want to maintain their tight bowling and tight fielding as they're doing currently. Six over 3 balls, 80 runs for 5 wickets, 29 runs more needed. Couldn't connect the ball nicely again, and the ball is a dot. So 3 dots in this over. You will not try to play your innings like this. Dot balls are not very effective while chasing 109 and you are under this kind of pressure. So 2 balls remaining in this over. Aziz will want to hit some big shots. Nicely done by the fielder. Only 1 run came from this ball. The batsman wanted to do it the person wanted to take 4, but they weren't successful, and the pressure is piling up. Again, nicely bowled, and the ball was wide. Finished over with wide at the end of 17th over. It's 81 runs for 5 wickets. Finished over with a dot, and at the end of 17th over, it's 81 runs for 5 wickets. Chemistry will need 28 more runs from 18 balls, so the recovery run rate is nearly 10. The recovery run rate is currently 9.33 over 9, and Chemistry will need some big shots to ease up the pressure, and they will want a big over.
Yes, 99.
अरे टाइम पे चला टेलमैन मार दो ओ भाई चला टेंशन है তো ফোন দিচ্ছে জনসংযোগ তো ফোন দিচ্ছে
Ronoke is back on the ball again. Aziz on strike. Here. Sorry, Mehdi is on the ball again, and Aziz on strike. He started his quota with a dot. Nicely hit the ball, but they didn't take any run. A dot ball again. 2 consecutive dots. Looks like Aziz wants to keep the strike and hit some big shots. He couldn't take the catch, and the ball went straight to the boundary. The ball went straight to the boundary, keeping the strike paid off, and a 4 hit by Aziz. 85 runs at 17 over 3 balls. Three balls are theirs to go. Connected the ball, but the ball went straight to the fielder. 86 runs currently on the board. 17 over, 4 balls gone.
রনক খেলা তুমি রনক সেরা আবার আবার আরেকবার সেম হবে এটা টপে দাও এটা টপে নিজে পারেন না আমার আরেকজন দেখো সি এই
Again tried to hit the ball but couldn't connect. So a dot ball again. Final ball of the over. Will the luck change for team chemistry or will it not? We'll have to see. Will Toki be able to hit a big shot and ease up the pressure and take the run under control, or will it be another draw? Hits the ball on his first attempt, but he didn't take his eyes off the ball, and Toki departs on on the last ball of the over. At the end of 18th over, it's 86 runs. Games needs 23 more in the last 2 overs.
খেলায় পর্যন্ত শেষ করে দিবা নাকি আমরা স্ক্রিনে নিয়ে বসছি
23 from 2 overs. Chemistry will need some big shots.
ব্যাটসম্যান কে
Zaid. Zaid Chaudhary.
রাহুল দ্বারা দেখা পার ঠিক আছে টেকনিক্যাল টিম অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট হিসেবে ডেভেলপার হিসেবে পেয়েছিল ওর 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 দেখো আমাকে দেখো আমাদের ব্যাটসম্যান আছে না
সবই ব্যাটসম্যান, সবই বোলার।
লাগবে না আমাদের এই পুরস্কারের জন্য
এক ওভারে আমরা 20 রান দিয়েছিলাম।
আগের দিন তো দেখছি তুমি এখন ছিলেন না কথা আমার তো মনে হচ্ছে হবে না আজকে সেই তুই নিয়ে আসছিস না এটা আগের দিন তো পারলো আজকে চাপ হয়ে গেল
Final 2 overs is coming up. Mamun is on the ball and Aziz is on the strike. They will want some big shots. Nicely stopped the ball, and the fielder to replace the ball, and it went straight to the fielder. Nicely done.
আমি মনে হয় এটা ছাড়া হবে
Chemistry is under a lot of pressure. They want 23 more runs from 11 balls, and Team English want to hold them off of that run. Will they be able to score or will they not? We'll have to see. Second ball of the over. Nicely done by the fielder. Only 1 run on the second ball of the over. 87 now currently from 18 over and 2 balls.
এই মারতে পারলে তো মনে করেন চলে যাবে
Again, another wicket. It was a full toss ball, but couldn't hit the ball nicely, and the ball went straight to the fielder. Jahid Babu departs without scoring.
যেহেতু বলটা নিয়ে নেয় এখানে এটা হলো
কয়েকজন ডাকছে সিএমপি না কোথায়
Heroes.
লাইভ
It was a very bad timing on part of Jahid Babu, and Jahid Babu couldn't hit the ball. He departs. Firoz is coming to the field. He's the next batsman. Big responsibility on the head of on the shoulder of Firoz and Aziz. Aziz was the hero of Team Chemistry in the semi-final match, but looks like he is helpless now. Team English has bowled nicely. They had a tremendous bowling in this innings, and they are surely going to achieve the victory. Team Chemistry will need a miracle if they want to reach the record runs, because it is not actually been possible in this pitch, this kind of pitch, to hit the ball nicely. Only one run from the fourth ball of the over.
লেগ বাই না লেগ বাই হয়েছিল
A leg by, but at this point, any kind of run is welcome from Team Chemistry. Final two balls of this over. Will Aziz be able to hit the big shot? They were able to take 2 runs, so Chemistry has reached 90. 19 more runs needed from them in 7 balls. The record run rate is not under control of Team Chemistry. It is very high. Like they want to climb the Mount Everest, but they haven't so much time left. So we'll have to see if Aziz can hit a big shot. He missed completely, and Team Chemistry will need 19 more runs in the final over. Looks like Team English is going to achieve the victory. Looks like Team English is going to achieve the victory, and it will be a disappointment for Team Chemistry. 19 runs needed. They haven't yet hit any sixes in their innings.
ওই যে তোমাকে দেখা যাচ্ছে
Tanvir is back on his final over and is back with his final over in the final over of the innings. Looks like going in a defensive approach with the spinner in their final over. They have to defend 19. It is not very hard to defend 19 in their final over. It was a defensive approach, but Firoz managed to take 2. 18 more runs needed from 5 balls. boundary needed on the end of team chemistry. Will they able to hit the ball or will they able to hit not? To be able to see or to be not able to be able to hit or to be not able to hit is completely on Aziz. The fate of team chemistry lies on Aziz and Tanvir is on the ball. One white ball will not make much difference while in their approach, and they will still need a big shot. 17 more runs needed from the last 5 balls. Hit the ball nicely, but it went straight to the fielder. So 17 more needed in the last 4 balls. 6 near, 1-6 near. When will the So 3 sixes needed from the last 3 balls. So 3 sixes needed from the last 3 balls. A big pressure on Aziz. The batsman seems very nervous at this point, so the stage is set. Who will come out on top? Aziz or Tanvir? Will Tanvir be able to defend or will Aziz be able to hit some big shots? We'll have to see. The fate of team chemistry depends on Aziz. So they have taken only 1 run and 16 needed from the last 2 balls. And team chemistry, hard luck for team chemistry. They weren't able to hit the ball nicely in this over. Team English has put a nice bowling show from their end. They were little on the bowling. Team chemistry has started nicely, but they couldn't keep. Chemistry had started nicely, but they couldn't keep up the tempo. So team chemistry couldn't keep the tempo. So and they lost. They have already lost the game. 16 runs needed from the last ball. It is impossible, and Firoz departs in the. Firoz departs on the 119th ball of the innings. Peter is coming to bat, and teaming. You can see it has already started in the gallery of team innings. They are dancing, they are having fun, and they are enjoying their victory. Hard luck for team chemistry, but there is always the next year, and we'll hope team chemistry will come back stronger.
Last ball. Batsman কে আসছে?
Mahdi. তাকে আসি তো মনে হয় একটা না? আর দুইটা বাকি আছে। একবারে গত বছরে কার্বন কপি ইসি যেমন হচ্ছে 111 রানের টার্গেট দিয়ে 100 আগে প্যাকেট করে দিয়েছিল স্ট্যাটে এবারে সেম
আরে তোমাদের এই ব্যবসায়ীদের ভিতরে কমিউনিকেশন ভালো নেই। আচ্ছা, ম্যাচ অলমোস্ট শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, জানোই তো ম্যাচ কিভাবে শেষ করতে হয়। ম্যাচ শেষ করে আমরা দুইজন জাস্ট একটু কথা বলবো, বলে তারপর ও কথা বলবো।
Hit the ball over the fielder, and the supporters are already rampaging on the field. They run to the field. The colors are flying. Team English has won the interdisciplinary tournament. Absolute ecstasy for Team English, agony and agony for Team Chemistry. They were expected to win the match, but they couldn't hold off their ground, and they went to the Team Chemistry, Team English. Congratulations, Team English. You have become the champions of the interdisciplinary cricket tournament. Nicely done. They were very little in their bowling, in their fielding. They haven't missed one catch in the whole innings. Nicely done. Congratulations.
এন্ড করবো
তুমি কথা বলো, তারপর আমি কথা বলি।
কথা বলবো
পরিচয়, হ্যাঁ পরিচয় দিয়ে দাও।
তোমাকে বলো কি কি করতে হবে। বলে না কি কি বলতে হবে সেটা তুমি বলো, আর আমি বলতে।
Thank you very much for watching the live streaming from TVTQ. I am Kazi Rifat Moshe from CSC 60 batch of Pune University, the lead developer of the software that we have used in this streaming, Sporto Stream. And I am with my fellow classmate who is also the developer of this software, Sajal Mundal. Please.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm Sajal Mundal, a student of CSE KU. So, me with my friend Kazi Rifat Moshe developed this app called Sporto Stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for being with us.
I'm Saif Ahmed. I'm from the chemistry discipline to format. I was in the charge of commentary. It was nice. It was nice commenting the match with you. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the commentary, and we'll be back again on the Thursday Behind the Cave platform. And thanks for staying with us till the next time. Goodbye.